That night changed something in him. After hearing his parents worry about money, he couldn't sleep. While the rest of the house was quiet, he sat at his desk staring at a small computer board in his hand, a Raspberry Pi. It wasn't much, but to him, it was a beginning. Night after night, he started learning coding, testing ideas, building something that might help people instead of replacing them. While others saw technology as a way to remove workers, he wondered if it could be used to protect them. The first version of his system finally came to life. A small program that could analyze work tasks and suggest ways to make workers more productive instead of replacing them. But building it was only the first step. If this idea was going to help families like his, someone out there had to believe in it. So he sent emails to local businesses, dozens of them. Then he waited. Hours passed. Then a day, just when he started to think no one would answer, a message appeared. Someone wanted to see it. The next morning, with his laptop in his bag and his tiny invention in his hand, he stood outside a small local business. He took a deep breath. This was his first real chance. And then the door opened.
Yes! It works!
Have you noticed he's been staying up really late lately? I walked past his room last night, and the light was still on past midnight.
I noticed too. At first I thought he was just playing games again, but when I checked, he was actually coding.
Coding? At his age? I thought he only used the computer for school and games.
That's what I thought too. But his screen was full of code and diagrams. He looked so focused, like he was trying to figure something important out.
I went into his room earlier today. There were wires, little computer boards, notebooks full of ideas. I didn't even understand half of it.
That sounds like him. When he cares about something, he gives it everything.
I feel guilty. After what happened with my job. Maybe he thinks he has to fix things for us.
I think he heard our conversation that night. Kids notice more than we realize.
He shouldn't have to carry that weight. He's just a kid.
Maybe he's not trying to carry the weight. Maybe he just wants to help in his own way.
I'm proud of him, but I'm also worried he's pushing himself too hard.
Maybe tomorrow we should talk to him. Not to stop him, just to remind him he doesn't have to do this alone.
Yeah. I want him to know that no matter what happens with my job, his only job right now is to grow, learn, and dream big.
And from what you're saying,
It sounds like he's already doing.
Okay, think. If this part collects the data from small businesses, then the AI model can analyze what tasks actually need automation and what still needs people. Yeah, that could work. But wait, the algorithm has to be fair. I don't want it replacing workers like what happened to Dad. Maybe it should recommend ways to help workers instead of removing,
right? So step 1, detect repetitive tasks. Step 2, suggest tools that make workers faster, not useless. Yeah, that's better. Technology should help people, not push them.
But the system needs to run on something cheap so small businesses can afford it. That's why the Raspberry Pi is perfect. Low cost, small, powerful enough. If this works, anyone could use it.
Come on, compile, compile, compile. Please work.
Yes. Okay, it's running. That means the model is actually analyzing the data. This could really work. If I keep improving it, maybe one day, companies won't replace people so easily. Maybe tools like this could protect families like mine.
All right, next step. Optimize the code, make it faster, and make sure it helps people first. Dad always says problems are just puzzles. And I think I'm finally starting to solve this one.